What's up guys, today we are at Six Flags Fiesta Texas, and this is probably the park I've been the most excited to visit on this entire trip. There's a lot of cool coasters here. Iron Rattler is supposed to be a very good RMC conversion. Dr. Diabolical looks pretty cool too. Everything else looks pretty solid too. So there's a Fiesta to be had over there. Let's go in it. I guess I might as well start off with the coaster I am most excited to ride on this entire trip, Iron Rattler. Hear a lot of good things about it. Let's see if she has a bite or not. Never mind, somebody threw up on it and it's going to be closed for a little bit, so I'm going to do this dude instead.
Move quickly.
Hello again.
Warning. Medical error.
Machine! You fool! You ruined my precious machine!
Now's your chance. You must leave. I want.
Alright, Dr. Diabolical's cliffhanger. I did it in the back row. I actually got an edge seat on it too. It was a lot of fun. The theming and storyline was really cool behind it. Onboard audio is not really onboard audio. It's like speakers on the side of the track, but same difference literally. What I complain about is I had a little bit of a shuffle to it, but I sat on the edge of the train, which is pretty normal for being in dive coasters. I want to try getting a front row ride more in the middle. Next ride, it's probably a lot smoother there, but overall, this is a very fun ride. All right, since Iron Rattler's still down, I'll do this next, and I hear this is one of the better air mine trains. Okay, well, was that really fun actually. I always said that this was one of the better era mine trains. I think it's one of the later ones too. It also has some of the later era track on it. Some surprising moments of positives on it too. Butter smooth. No shuffling, no ride-off whatsoever. All right, take two. Line's longer, but I got a flash pass now. Did Iron Rattler. I did it in the second row. I wanted to do it in the back row, but the line was like probably 10 people plus. It was pretty ridiculous. I didn't want to wait for that. And the front one was pretty long too, so I did the second row. This is a really good ride. This ride really hit hard towards the front. I am very eager to get a back row ride because that one airtime hill going off the quarry wall, I bet that's amazing in the back row. So I'll try that a little bit later today, but from what I just felt in the second row, fantastic ride. This is really good. I would say this is one of, if not the best coasters I've ridden on this trip so far. So it's pretty cool that the sign for Daredevil Dive has fire that comes up from behind it, but I've been waiting here for like 5 minutes and I can't get a shot of the fire going. I think it broke or something.
You want fire? Say no more, fam.
Alright, I'm not expecting too much from this because I'm not a big fan of B&M loopers. I find them kind of boring, but I hear that this one's pretty good, so let's find out. Krypton coaster, I actually enjoyed that a lot. I think what really made the ride for me was the setting on the quarry wall, and a little bit of a unique layout too, how you like go up and down off the quarry wall, and a unique drop too. It was a lot of fun. Still a lot of your standard typical B&M looper elements, like the typical zero-G roll, loop, cobra roll, all that good stuff. I thoroughly enjoyed it. All right, another coaster I have been very eager to ride. I've never ridden a prototype model of an RMC Raptor before, and apparently this one is closing down after July 5th, and today is July 3rd. Apparently they're going to get new generation trains on it and refurbish some of the tracks. So this is one of the last chances you can get to ride the original version of this, so let's give it a shot. That was a lot of fun. I was able to get back row on it. They were kind of assigning rows, but I was lucky enough to get the back row. Ejector for days. I'm still kind of processing what just happened because it's so fast paced. It's a shorter ride, but the pacing just gives you no time to think to yourself. You just don't know what the hell is happening while you're on the ride. I still don't quite understand what just happened to me. I can definitely see why they're going to put new generation trains on this and do some retracking on it, because there is a pretty significant rattle to it that was a little bit jarring, but it wouldn't stop me from marathoning it, which I'll do a little bit later today. The ride got a little bit longer, and plus I'm focusing on just getting all my credits done first before doing any re-rides. But overall, solid ride. This is a very fun ride. What's up, guys? How you doing? So, what's your favorite ride here?
Wonder Woman!
Good choice, good choice. Nice to meet you guys. All right, time for Candemonium. It's a typical Gerstlauer spinner that almost every Six Flags parks have. It's great. So apparently Fiesta Texas is haunted. Well, that was haunting. Between the theming on this, which was really cool by the way, I was very surprised how well themed this was. And the ride itself wasn't too rough. It was actually pretty enjoyable. I did it in the back row. This is a solid, enjoyable ride. Solid forces too. All right, it's time for Goliath. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be fast. It's gonna be long. It's gonna be a Batman globe. All right. Batman clone, just named Goliath. Forceful, the fun, nothing special about this one. I think the one over Georgia is still the best one. You know, I really like this park. I guess you could say that we are soulmates. Would you rather have puns or a not joke? Oh boy, here we go. We got some theme park geese. You know what's going to happen here. Okay. this part of the park confuses me. Like everything else is like kind of like Texas theme and everything, kind of relating to Texas. But then we have France trying to be Germany, trying to be England. What is happening here? Like I know these stands here and all these flags are temporary for flavors around the world, but the buildings in general, it's like a hodgepodge of different themes of different buildings around the world. Makes no sense over here. Hey, confusion. Explain. And my last credit of the day here is a boomerang. And coast to coast, it doesn't make sense because we're not on the coast, but okay. That's probably the worst restraint system ever, especially when you stapled on it. It really came down on my shoulders. I'm pretty sure they're bruised, and the ejector didn't help. Ride itself's fun, terrible restraints. All right, got a little under an hour left. I'm going to do Diabolical one more time, and then finish off my time on IRAT. Alright, I got one more ride on Diabolical and 2 more rides on Iron Rattler. Diabolical's a lot of fun. Definitely a front row B&M dive, which is unusual for me. Normally I like them in the back row, but this one's better in the front row. In Iron Rattler, that first drop is ridiculous in the back row, and then that last drop off the quarry wall in the back row, insane. This is a top tier RMC for me. Easily top 5. Wouldn't say my favorite one, but top 5 somewhere in there. Alright, park's closed, park exit montage, and fireworks show. San Antonio. So yeah, I was kind of rushing out of the park and kind of forgot to film an outro at the park, so we're going to film the outro from my hotel room. Alright, so Six Flags Fiesta Texas. I was pretty sure that this was going to be the best day of the trip, and it easily was. And I think this was the best park of the trip. Now I can say that I've been to every Six Flags park in the United States. The only other 2 Six Flags parks I haven't been to is La Ronde in Canada and Six Flags in Mexico. Six Flags Fiesta Texas is a fantastic park. The theming is very nice. The ride collection is very good. I'd say Iron Rattler is my favorite one in the park. Dr. Diabolical was a lot better than I was expecting it to be. Normally the newer B&M dive coasters I'm not too big of a fan of because of the vest restraints, but this one, it didn't bother me so much, and the ride was just a lot of fun, and the theming to it and the story behind it was really cool too. Wonder Woman was pretty good too, even though it was a little bit janky and a little bit rough. It's getting a refurb soon, and I can see why. Superman Krypton coaster is now my favorite floorless coaster. That quarry wall just makes that ride so much better. And I actually had a lot of fun on it, and B&M loopers I normally don't have too much fun on, but that one I did. All right, Ryan from Post, ride count right there. Alright guys, I've read the video up here. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll catch you guys in the next loop. See ya.